All right. So, picking up from where we left off last time of these guys getting blown the fuck up by a madman. Um, the yeah, so after the fight, yep, Vesta had picked up um, Luna's mobile suit, which was incredibly damaged, and Simmons, with his barely functioning mobile suit, was collecting what was left of Grimes' mobile suit as Olvesta took off towards the ship. At maximum speed, also using Wrath.
And having
Wrath's boost system.
Yep.
Yep, and having the subarm shields removed as they had been lost during the fight. So, it does not take long at all for Elvesta to return to the ship. And bringing, so when you start to arrive, there is a radio. There is a call from like a transmission from the ship as you approach, asking what happened. Somebody respond. It is not. It is not Judge. It is one of the operators on the bridge.
Elle is going to hit her comm and say, "I don't have time to explain. We've got one casualty and one near death.
Okay.
Prepare med team."
Yep. Load in through deck B.
And she's going to do that.
Okay. Yeah. So they load. You actually arrive incredibly quickly, to the point of the crew is actually just arriving and don't even have all of their gear set up. And as you land and place the Vigna, with the Vigna, engineers actually begin to move over towards the cockpit to attempt to pry it open, see if they can get it open somehow, then pry it open if they have to, which they do, because of the poor shape it is in, and get Luna out. And so they get her out, they load her up onto one of the gurneys, and they move her into the medical facility, which is actually in the part of the training room. So they and do you follow?
Absolutely.
Okay, so while you're following, the doctors are kind of having you keep a somewhat of a distance so they can keep an eye have a better controlled situation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they let you follow in there as they take her into one of the rooms. But that they do try to stop you at the entrance of the room. They're like, all right, well, we got to stop you here because we're going to be taking her in here to check her out and perform any, emergency surgery that might have to happen. So can't have you go in there.
Okay. She's just gonna sit in front of the doors.
Yep. So just there's chairs over there.
Just gonna sit in front of the doors.
All right. All right. We'll keep you informed.
She's gonna pull out her data pad and send a message to everyone on the Sunwolf.
All right. The door closes, and it does not take long for everybody else on board the Wolf to actually get over into the medical bay, including Mika, all very worried. And you can see that Vice is about to ask you a question, but as he goes to do so, Judge enters the room. And walks over. And he kind of looks back and forth between you and Vice. And he kind of folds his arms in front of him. He's just like, well, Simmons is still on his way. Kind of have a grasp of the situation now, but I would like to hear from you what happened.
The enemy ace pilot in that custom Drassi blew himself up. I gave them many opportunities to stand down, surrender, and the guy was just crazed. He was enjoying himself, and I'll be honest, I egged him on a bit. I always do that in battle. I try to get in an enemy's head, and then he blew himself up. And Grimes didn't make it. Luna almost didn't make it. I had to sacrifice everything on my mobile suit just to survive the blast.
All right. Well, we are going to... in terms of repairs, don't worry about it. Don't worry about any kind of medical stuff or anything. We'll handle anything that happens. We've got some pretty goddamn good surgeons and doctors here, so I'm sure she's gonna be fine.
I didn't mean to leave Simmons back there. I just had to rush Luna.
It's fine. Simmons can take care of himself.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, yeah. We'll handle what happened with Grimes later, but it is what it is. So we're gonna have to be staying put for a little while. We're gonna have to do some investigations on the area. I would actually appreciate it if you guys stayed on board stayed with us for a while while we do this.
It's up to the captain, not really up to us.
With that, he was actually kind of looking at Vice as he said that, and Vice is just kind of nodding. And he's like, yeah, no, I understand. We'll stick around. Judge actually turns back to you and he says, also don't feel bad about that guy doing that. I already got a. I already got confirmation on who it was from Simmons.
You know him?
You weren't. You weren't gonna get that. Yeah. Um. That was a man named Elias Esvel. Um. A madman, just like his sister. He is the younger brother of the NCN's current general.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So there was no way he was not going to do what he did. Honestly, knowing how those people are, I wouldn't worry thing put a target on you guys. Very doubtful. Um, so yeah, I am going to be. I gotta start working. I gotta start making some calls about what happened here. So, you guys just try to take it easy, and if you need anything, I will be probably in the bridge. Um, yeah, and with that, he actually leaves the room. Unless you wanted to stop him and ask him about anything.
Nah.
Okay. Yeah. So he leaves the room and goes back to the bridge. Uh, at this point, Mika and Vanessa, which Vanessa is how Mika got into the. Vanessa and Alicia helped Mika get into the room, um, and they approach you, and Mika asks you, "Is Luna going to be okay? What happened? Like, I heard the guy blew himself up, but like,
He self-destructed his mobile suit.
Jesus."
Yeah. It's my fault. Partially. Partially his fault. He's definitely insane. But I did egg him on. You know how I am in a fight.
Vice actually puts a hand on your shoulder. He's like, "Eh, nah, Judge is right. No matter what you would have done, what you would have said, that guy would have done that."
I think he ended up killing his own partners as well. In that explosion.
Probably. Probably. Those people are nuts. Them being as crazy dangerous as they are is what got them into the position that they are. That's what they're in.
But I think Judge is wrong about this not painting a target on our back.
Maybe. I kind of know what he meant. They're not the most familial bunch. They're more of a your family until you fail, and death is seen as a failure. Or at least that's how it was with their father.
Maybe, but like, I don't know. I have siblings. if I got when I got my ass beat by another gang, my brothers definitely went and beat the shit out of those people, even though they weren't proud of me for being,
Yeah.
in a gang.
Yeah.
I just think maybe they might not be
If
closed,
you have to,
but payback might still exist. I don't know enough about
yeah.
the NCN to know their stance on payback, but
If well, if she gets an opportunity, she might take it, but I don't know. I mean, they could. They're fucking not exactly sane. So whatever happens, we'll deal with it when it happens.
Ellen just nods.
Uh, why don't you? Why don't you go get some rest? Try and relax a little bit, and you know, do something. I will wait here.
I can't go until I know she's okay. I feel responsible, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, he kind of goes. It kind of looks like he's gonna say something, but then he just kind of stops himself and he just like holds out a hand. Well, at least come and sit over in the chair.
Okay, I was being a little dramatic, I know. She gets up, sits herself in a chair.
Vice sits down. He nods to Billy, and Billy turns over and he's like, "All right, guys. Well, let's not crowd this place. This place is probably pretty important. So let's let's go find something else to do." And he kind of like shepherds everybody out of there. Mercury, Mercury, you can see actually looks pretty relieved, but and he's kind of waving to you as he's kind of getting shepherded out.
She waves to him.
And he just kind of shouts, "I'm glad you're okay."
Thank you.
I know Luna will be fine.
She nods.
And they get everybody gets shepherded out of the room.
Elle's gonna close her eyes for a bit and lean her head against Vice.
All right. After a while, after a little while, you kind of feel a slight shoving motion. Vice is kind of giving you gentle shakes.
Elle's gonna wake up.
There is a doctor in front of you. He looks at both of you. He's like, "Well, she's fine. She's gonna be out for a little while, not long. Probably just exhaustion at this point. Didn't have to do too awful much, thankfully. Just some shrapnel, mostly just minor cuts and injuries, and a knock to the head. get some wounds closed. They're internally, she was pretty much fine. Um, you know, thankfully, most of her organs were missed. So,
What do you mean most?
there was a little bit of damage to one of her kidneys and a mild damage to her stomach, but otherwise fine.
She conscious?
No. She probably won't be conscious for a little bit. But she's fine. She's stable. Everything will probably, most of her injuries will probably be healed in a couple days, and then, the worst ones will probably be, just a few days longer, not long. We're looking at like 4 to 5 days tops. But otherwise, fine. She'll probably be up in, I don't know. I can't imagine her resting more than 6 to 8 hours.
She likes to sleep
at this point.
So I don't.
Yeah. So yeah. Dodge the worst possible outcomes. In terms from coming back from a mobile suit fight in that condition. So. Well, you can come in and see her if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah. We'll go see her.
With that, you and Vice get up and go into the other room, and she's just comfortably sleeping on a bed in there, one of the hospital beds. And there's a doctor kind of messing with some equipment next to her. But otherwise, all the instruments, as far as you can tell, everything looks fine. Ain't no weird shit that you could easily point out or anything like that.
Okay, good. All right, we should let her sleep.
All right. You kind of see Vice exhale. Takes kind of like a deep breath and just. Thank God. All right. He kind of puts a hand on his face and he's just. All right. Well, I'm gonna go back to the ship and get some stuff checked out. See if there's any more work to get done. Okay. So if you need me, you know where to find me. He turns over to the doctor and he's like, the first thing that happens, anything at all, including a good thing, come and fucking get me. And the doctor just nods. Yeah. Vice just looks at you. You should probably go, I don't know, find something to relax with.
I'm gonna go take a shower and then maybe read a book to Mercury and then go to sleep.
That's probably a good idea.
And by book, I mean we're probably going to look at this catalog of mobile suits that he really enjoys.
Vice laughs. Yeah, that certainly sounds like something you guys would do. And then he begins to leave.
Ella's going to turn to Luna and give her a head pat. You did good out there. Get some rest. I'll be back tomorrow. You better wake up. We're gonna eat. We'll get you all the burgers you can eat. Damn, I was hoping I would wake her up right now.
Not so lucky. She does stir, but it's not quite enough to wake her up.
The secret was burgers all along.
So you, well, I guess, unless you want to do anything else, you're going to do exactly what you said you were going to do.
Yep. She's going to sleep in the hangar next to Mercury tonight instead of in her room.
Okay. Yeah, you notice Mercury's a little bit more, he actually like stays a little closer to you and, hangs on. And by the time, long before you actually get to sleep, he's already passed out, holding on to you. And eventually you manage to get to sleep as well. And a few hours later, Luna, you have been woken up. Jack.
I'm here.
Okay. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Didn't know if there was anything after that you were going to say.
Okay. So, yeah. You have been woken up. You have been shaken awake.
I'm going to slowly open my eyes and see who's waking me up.
So you're pretty stiff, but as you sit yourself up and look around, there is next to you a little girl. Looks maybe about 10. And in a little dress with a teddy bear and long light blue hair and light blue eyes. And she's just staring at you. There doesn't seem to be anybody else around right now.
Alright. Still kind of confused as to where I am and what's happening. I'm gonna ask her where am I?
She just kind of tilts her head at you. And then she kind of walks over to one of the counters, and she kind of has trouble actually reaching this clipboard that she's trying to get, but she manages to get it, and then she brings it over to you. And you look at it, and it is your medical information for kind of detailing what had happened to you.
Okay, so we're still on the colony. I'm still on the colony ship. Do you know what happened to everyone else? Is Elle okay?
She just kind of looks at you, and she just kind of like looks a little confused and uh, she kind of opens her mouth, and it's like you can kind of see her trying to. She kind of forms words, but no noise comes out.
Am I able to hear right now? Like,
Oh yeah, you're able to hear.
oh, okay. I don't know if I
You
was.
can hear beatings of machines. You can hear fucking, ambient sounds. But
Is there a pen nearby?
there is one on the clipboard that you have.
I'm gonna ask her to try writing what she's trying to say.
She takes the clipboard and she instead draws a picture, an extremely good picture drawn extremely quickly, depicting L and Mercury sleeping at the foot of a mobile suit.
Okay. What's your name?
Instead of giving you a name, she gives you, she draws an E.
E. Okay, E. Where are your parents? How did you get in here?
So she takes her teddy bear, um, and this is actually a pretty big teddy bear, um, and she actually opens up the back of it, and first she pulls out a cheeseburger and hands it to you.
Based.
Thank you.
It is actually still warm. It is in a wrapper as well.
Okay. I'll take the
Uh,
cheeseburger. Not gonna eat it yet, but I'll take it.
And then she pulls out a familiar looking drone and hands it to you. A familiar looking spider drone.
Where did you get this?
She puts one finger up to her mouth and makes a shushing motion.
Fair enough. So how long have you been watching me sleep?
Um, she just kind of shrugs.
Okay, I see. Very secretive. Would you mind maybe finding my Crusader Wolves friends and letting them know I am awake?
She looks at you for a moment, and she gets kind of like a conflicted looking expression on her face. And then she suddenly looks to the left, and she begins to kind of like nod a little bit. And it kind of goes on like that for like a minute. And then she looks at you and then she walks over to a nearby table, gets a small data pad off of the table, walks back over, plugs it into the spider drone, messes with it for a moment, and then unplugs it, hands the spider drone to you, hands the data pad to you, and the data pad is now connected to the spider drone, and you can control the spider drone.
Okay.
And then she turns to the left. She turns to the left again, and then she nods some more, turns back to you, kind of waves at you, and smiles, and then begins to leave the room.
Not really sure how to respond to that. Where are you going?
She does not stop. She just leaves.
Oh, so she's gone.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that was weird. I guess I'll try to use this data pad to... Is there any way that I can use the data pad to contact the Sign Wolf?
You could. Potentially. Let me think about that for a second.
I was able to do it because I used my personal one.
Yes, you would be able to, but you'd have to do it publicly. So somebody would have to be in the bridge of the Sign Wolf to respond.
Okay. I'm going to try to get out of bed if possible. I don't know if I can walk right now, but
You're actually still pretty exhausted, and you're really stiff, but you
okay.
are slowly able to get yourself out of your bed, and you can slowly walk around.
All right. Is there anywhere in the room where I can stash this spider drone for now?
There is not really. There's kind of your damaged pilot suit, and then your clothes, and then all of the stuff that's in the doctor's office. The room. There's a trash can. There's lots of drawers. Don't know what's in any of them.
Okay.
There's a lab coat. If you felt like taking the time, there is a vent that you could try to open.
So I'm not proficient enough to pilot or to operate this drone, or am I?
Actually, you could. The controls on the data pad that the little girl put in actually kind of make it control almost like a remote control car.
Okay. I'm gonna get back in bed and I'm gonna try to pilot, or not pilot, operate this drone and see if I can manage to get it to the sign wolf.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take. So yeah, it's actually pretty straightforward. You get the spider drone will pretty much automatically climb walls when you get over to them. Messing with it for a little bit, you kind of find out that the drone, you have to actually like get the drone up onto like the door panels to like the door switches to open them and close them and stuff like that. So it does take a little bit, like 15-20 minutes, but you get them out, you get the drone out into the hallway, and you can actually see that at this time, currently the crew of the ship is the night crew that Ace was telling you about.
Okay.
The night shift. And you can actually see the you can see the little girl is actually standing when you look to the right down the hallway to go towards the intersection to go to the deck, to make the turn to go towards the deck A, where the sign wolf is. You can actually see down the hallway that the little girl is actually standing at the door to the off limits area, and she looks over directly at the drone. And then turns and goes into the off limits area.
Okay. Hopefully no one can see the drone, I would assume, right?
They are not supposed to be able to.
Okay.
It does have that basic cloaking.
Oh, okay. Got it. So yeah, I'm gonna maneuver it to the deck A area and try to get aboard the sign wolf.
Okay. It does not take you long. And you actually manage to get, into the sign wolf. And kind of where you have to enter, it puts you on the sub deck, the secondary mobile suit deck, which is actually currently where Ovesta and Mercury are. You can actually see them when you go in there. They are sleeping exactly how the girl drew.
Weird. I'm gonna pilot the little drone right up to them, and I'm assuming it has like little legs or maybe a comm system.
It has little legs.
Alright, so I'm gonna use them to tap on Elvesta's head. Wake her up.
Okay.
Just gonna open one eye after like 6 taps and look up.
Oh yeah, you can feel it.
Oh, something's boring into my skull. Just gonna pull herself.
You kind of look up, and you can readily see the spider drone.
Misha's spider.
You can hear.
Elle said, Misha's spider? Mika's spider?
Yeah. Yep. And Luna, you can actually hear what Elvesta is saying.
Can I communicate back to her?
You do not see a way that allows you to.
Unless you know Morse code.
I don't, but trying to think of a way. I'm gonna try to go find a pen somewhere.
was
All
gonna,
right, the drone.
I was gonna follow it.
The drone hops off your head. As you try to get up, Mercury kind of strains, and he actually gets up as well.
She's just gonna pick him up. She's not even gonna let him wake up.
Okay, you just pick up Mercury.
This is my boy. I'm taking him
You
with
just
me.
carry him.
I'm gonna try
And,
to do like a little waving motion with one of the legs to indicate that it should follow me, or they should follow me.
Ella's following.
All right, and then gonna go try to find a pen somewhere.
All right. Where are you going to try to look for a pen first?
I'm gonna go just straight to the bridge on the Sign Wolf and see if there's anything there that I can use.
Okay. So yeah, you go through, the elevators with all following. You go up to the bridge, and you do actually find a pen and some paper. It does take you a little bit to kind of go through stuff, but you do actually manage to find a pen and paper in Vanessa's stuff. I'm pretty out in the open, so it wouldn't have been too hard to find. But
Why did the spider lead me to Vanessa's desk when it should have led me to her room where Mika is?
So I'm gonna use the drone to write. I'm just gonna write. It's Luna on the pen or on the paper with the pen, with the drone.
okay, so it takes you a few minutes because this drone is not designed for something like that.
Yeah.
Well, because it actually does have 4 legs, you can kind of use 3 of them to operate the pen and the other 3 to hold the drone steady.
You're writing with like a machine crane claw.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It looks like a 5-year-old scribbling.
Yeah, but it's the most basic of like scribbly print writing that you can get. So my handwriting. Yeah, that you write down the message. It's Luna.
Okay, I'll be right there. Elle is gonna go to her room and put Mercury in her bed, tuck him in, and then she's gonna run.
All right, then you do so, and it doesn't take you long.
But she's not gonna.
You do go past some of the.
She's not gonna take the spider with her. She's just gonna book it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just leave. Yeah, you just see Elvesta just book it on the spider drone. Anything you're gonna do with the spider drone?
I'm just gonna turn it off and hide the data pad underneath my pillow and be like, okay, cool, she got the message.
All right. All right, and then it doesn't take long, but the on your way there, you do pass some of the guards. Well, unlike the other crew that you were used to, these guards do actually keep more of an eye on you as you move around the ship. And go into the doctors. You go into the medical facility, you go into the Luna's room, and oh, there she is, up and awake, sitting in her bed. With a burger.
Where'd you get that burger?
So, weird story.
Okay.
I just woke up and there was a random girl in my hospital room.
Are you kidnapping children again?
No, not this time.
Oh, okay.
Still not entirely sure where she came from. She couldn't speak for whatever reason, but she knew about the spider drone.
Oh. But
she actually had it stuffed in her teddy bear, along with his cheeseburger.
Uh-oh. The spider drone was in the off-limits room when the attack happened.
Yeah, and when I was piloting the spider drone to come find you guys, she actually went back into that room.
Was the girl the one hooked up to the chair?
I honestly have no idea, but I'm not sure what's going on there. She wouldn't talk. The only thing she gave me was when I asked her name, she gave me the letter E.
Hmm.
But she knew where you guys were, right down to like the position you guys were sleeping. It was really weird.
That is weird.
Um,
There must be some
so I
kind
was
of
able to like look over the medical chart,
Mhm.
but I don't really remember much of what happened. Mind filling me in?
So that special dressy custom we were fighting, uh,
Uh-huh.
that guy blew himself up.
Wow. What an asshole.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
How are Simmons and Grimes?
Simmons is okay. Grimes didn't make it.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm. Not even like a little bit. You know, like there was maybe like a 1% chance or like a 5% chance. No, completely decimated. Grimes' Victory Gundam was torn apart, and you could see blood in space. It was really bad.
Damn it, man. He was a good guy.
Yeah.
What about the other guys?
The other guys we were fighting?
Yeah.
Oh, they're all dead.
Well, good.
Yeah, none of them survived.
Good. Did we get any information on them or anything like that?
The guy who blew himself up is the younger brother of the NCN generals. Like, the NCN general, like, her, she's his younger brother.
Oh, so he was like connected.
Yeah. Judge says they're not super familial. Like, NCN doesn't really care that much about family or whatever, but, you know, there's a part of me that thinks that she might still come out to get us, just, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just wondering what his deal was, you know what I mean? He like really was adamant about fighting, did not care about surrendering whatsoever.
Apparently the NCN likes stuff like that, and that's what moves you up in the military ranks.
Huh. So how long have I been out?
It's the same day, so
Oh, not long then.
I'd say like 10 hours, so like a regular night's sleep, I guess, for you.
I could use it.
Yeah. I didn't think you'd wake up today, if I'm going to be honest with you. I was a little worried. I mean, I knew you were going to pull through, but I mean, I didn't know you were going to like wake up today. I thought you were going to wake up maybe in like 2 days. I tried to tell you you like to sleep.
Yeah, that's true. Still not feeling too hot though. It's pretty tough to move around still, so.
All right. Well, then just, you know, stay resting. We're going to be here for a while. Captain's orders.
That's fine. I could use the rest. I just wanted to let you know that I was awake finally.
It's good to know. I was really worried. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel a little responsible for it, for egging the guy on.
Hey man, at least we got him.
Yeah, that's true. When you feel better, we should do something nice for Simmons.
Yeah, definitely. Pay our respects for Grimes.
All right.
I'm gonna try to get some more sleep though.
All right, you take it
You should
easy.
probably do the same.
I will. Get some rest. Just gonna wave and then leave.
All right.
And I'm gonna get back into bed and lay back down and try to get some sleep.
All right. It is not hard for you to go back to sleep. But yeah. A few hours later, you guys actually get up you're feeling when you actually manage to wake up. You're feeling a lot better. Um,
Able to move now or
yeah.
walk?
Oh yeah. You're able to walk. You're still kind of stiff, but it's just kind of like stiffness from not really moving much over for such a for a period of time. You know, that
All
kind of
right.
stiffness. Um, so you get yourself up. Um, L, you have accidentally slept in.
Oh, well, that's a first.
Well, you probably needed it.
Question: did Mercury sleep in?
Yes,
All right.
he's actually still there.
I was gonna stretch, and she's gonna gently wake Mercury up.
Mercury wakes up with a gigantic yawn. And then he looks at you and he just kind of smiles.
Smiles back. Alrighty.
He kind of shifts. He's just like,
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
do you think Luna's okay?
Oh yeah, she woke up last night.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna need bed rest for a couple days,
Okay.
but she'll be fine.
Okay.
Now we got to get ready for the day, and I need you to keep an eye on the engineers on this ship when they're working on my full armor. Can you do that for me?
Okay.
I don't want them discovering
That's not a
things they're not supposed to be discovering. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'll do what I can.
Thank you. She gives him a kiss on the forehead.
I'll have Johnny help me.
Yeah, good idea.
He smiles and then he pops up and starts taking off.
All right, I better go tell the captain. Al gets ready for the
so
day.
he is
Goes to find Captain Weiss.
well, he is where he usually is, in the bridge of the Sign Wolf.
Yo, Captain.
When you go in, he kind of looks over and he just kind of tosses the spider drone at you.
She catches it.
Like, what's up?
Luna's awake.
Oh, well, shit. All right.
She woke up last night, but only for a few minutes.
All right. Oh shit. Let's go see her.
That's a good idea.
He turns over to Vanessa, who is also in the room. He's like, I'll let you tell everybody on board. I'm just gonna go, tell what he's doing. So he gets up and he begins to walk with you. And you guys, as soon as you get out of the Sign Wolf, a familiar big ass old man is standing in front of you. One Joseph Darling Victory. And he looks at you and he says, I would like to talk with you at some point.
Okay.
I'm going to be in my lab.
All right.
You probably know what it's about, but I'm going to keep it down low. So,
Okay.
and with that, he actually turns around and begins to head to his lab. Vice kind of looks around a little bit and just kind of shrugs, and he's like, Just act like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And the two of you continue to towards the medical room. It doesn't take you long. And actually, as you are entering the room, there's a doctor leaving, and he actually stops. He's like, "Oh, we were just coming to get you guys. She's awake, and we've already, checked her out. She's fine. She's good, to go do stuff. She'll probably still take a little bit of it easy for a couple days, but I mean, if she has to fight, she can fight. You know how mercenaries are, so do what you got to do." And he just gets out of your guys' way so you guys can go into the room. Yeah.
But did he insult us?
There you
or
are.
am I just reading into things?
No, risky job and all that.
Yeah. Okay, just
We
checking.
kind of don't. Yeah, we kind of don't get breaks sometimes, do we?
No, not really. You're right.
Yeah. I wonder if that guy's actually been a mercenary before.
Good question.
With that, he kind of just walks into the room. And yeah, so now you guys are in the room with Luna. Vice just kind of holds up a hand and waves and just like, "So how you feeling?"
Hungry.
I bet.
But no, in all serious, definitely a good night's sleep helped, so I'm feeling a lot better than I was. Still a little sore though.
It'll go away.
I just realized you took some kidney damage and some shrapnel entered your body, and somehow you're healing faster than Mika is.
I guess
Yeah.
it's the cheeseburgers. I don't know.
Medical science sure has come a long way.
Yeah.
Have a harder time healing bones.
How are you guys doing?
Okay. Joseph Victory wants to have a private convo with me, so I think
That should be interesting.
I think it's because I used the Wrath.
Oh. Did Simmons say something about it?
That thing.
I don't know, but I didn't turn off my comms when I used it like I originally said I was going to do. I just kind of got angry and flipped the switch. You know what I mean? And then I used it to bring you back to the ship.
Well, maybe he can...
And I'll be honest, even if you had turned off... Oops, sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say maybe he can figure out a way to make it better.
Probably, but that's not the point. It's the one advantage we had over these people.
That's true.
Well, I mean, to be fair, even if you had turned off your comms, the thing probably would have still stuck out a little bit.
Yeah, I would have glowed, and then it would have been like, okay, this is a different version of Hades. Maybe Exam,
Fair enough.
I could have passed it off like that. But it doesn't matter.
Uh,
It's still in tech anyway. First battle against the Asian conglomerate, and Deep Orbit would have had the information on it.
yeah, it's fair. Well, glad to see you're okay. I guess go listen to what the old guy's got to say. Shit.
Okay. Oh, I have the spider drone, so if you want to turn it on and find out what he's got to say, I can keep it in my pocket.
I will do that.
All right, just gonna pocket the drone.
And you guys do that? You guys do things like this often?
Do what?
I need to be more careful around you two.
Oh, this? No, we wouldn't do this to you. No, we respect you. You sign our paychecks.
Fair enough.
And to answer your question, yes, we do this often.
Good to know.
Wait, out of character. I'm sorry. Is Mika here as well?
No.
Okay. Never mind. Continue.
He's got a big ass grin on his face. Well, you guys do what you're gonna do. Try to relax and do anything like that. I don't know. At some point, the judge will probably end up talking to you, and yeah, probably gonna talk about Grimes. So be ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I'll be back on the sidewalk if you guys need me.
Okay.
Good shit to do. Laters.
Peace out.
Gator.
And he leaves.
All right. Make sure you have that data pad on. I'm gonna go now.
All right, will do. I'm gonna turn it on.
And Ella's gonna head to Victory's lab.
All right. Well, you quickly go over to the lab. You enter it. He is the only person in there. And there are 2 mobile suits in there, aside from the remaining prototypes. It is your full armor and the Vignagino. And as soon as you enter, he waves you over.
Elle is gonna reach into her back pocket and grab the knife Billy gave her several days ago.
All right.
No, she's not gonna do that. I'm just she's gonna pull it out and drop it on the ground.
Okay. I kind of looked from it to you, and he's like,
I forgot I had that in my belt, and it really hurt. I wasn't gonna attack you, if that's what you think.
I mean, you would be stupid too, so.
Yeah, because I'm bad at hand-to-hand combat. I'm only good at shooting. She laughs and she walks forward.
And fair enough.
No, really, it was. I had it wrong in my belt, and it was really poking into my back.
A knife like that probably wasn't the most comfortable.
I really should have kept it at my hip, like Billy does.
Yeah.
That's what I get for trying to be cool.
Or the extra one he keeps in his boot.
He has an extra one in his boot? How do you know Billy?
Am I the only person that noticed that? Okay. Damn. I am perceptive. You had no idea. You have no idea if Billy actually has a knife in his boot or not. It's like, yeah, next time he walks, look at his right. Look at his right on the outside of his boot. You'll see a slight shift. He's got a knife there.
Yeah.
I think there might also be another one on the inside of his left boot.
Why would he have that many knives if he's a sniper? I really need to sit down and talk to Billy a little bit more. besides drinking, gambling, and carousing with women, I really don't know that much about him, I guess. But he does always bet on us, so I know he's trustworthy. That's really all that matters. I guess I don't want to dive into people's past without them opening up to me first. All right, inner monologue aside, what did you want to talk about?
Yeah, she laughs. Yeah, she says sometimes you got to approach people for them to be able to open up at all. So this thing,
The Vignagina? It's one of a kind, isn't it?
yes. And it was a pain in the ass, busting my ass to fix that thing, and also repairing this thing. So tell me, everything you got on this thing.
Well, the Vignagina was built in, I think, Side Colony 7.
Stop.
What?
He points. He again points over at the full armor.
I don't.
That one.
It's a full armor Gundam. I mean, it's a custom, sure. It was a Space Pirates. We did battle with the Space Pirate, and it is. It's a
Did Richter survive?
Yeah, he did. Of course, he did.
Okay. He actually hands you a stack of papers. He's like, yeah, of course he fucking did. And he hands you a stack of papers.
She takes the papers.
They are blueprints for this thing. This thing's had some modification since I built the original base. But
Oh.
yeah, don't worry, I'm not taking it from you.
I mean, you could, but I'd fight you
I could,
for it.
but I'm not. Yeah. Aside from that, I don't really care that much.
My ground space type's pretty strong, you know.
What I'm more interested in
I
is...
was hoping he would just acknowledge. Like, what? She's just gonna sandbag it completely. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, he's on a mission here. What I'm more interested in is the program in it.
Well, I can't give it to you.
I'm not asking for it.
Oh, you're just gonna take it? Is that what you mean?
I'm not going to take it either. I'm not taking anything from you. I'm more wanting to know how it's doing. I have some concerns about that thing, so...
What do you mean?
Reasons I can't exactly get into, but... its personality. How's its personality doing?
For reasons I can't get into.
It won't respond to me. So.
It's fine. It just talks to me like normal. It's a little robotic. I wish it showed a little bit more emotion, but outside of that, Wrath is fine.
Well, it is a learning AI, and it hasn't spent too much time around people. So, perhaps if you did spend some time with it, it would develop some form of personality. But
it gets along with everyone on the sign Wolf.
All right, that's good. Hasn't been hostile or anything.
Just to non Sign Wolf members.
Okay, so it's performing standard defensive actions. Okay.
Though it has been ordered to act as if though it is a normal mobile suit in the presence of non-Sign Wolf members. Mercury can use it. I can use it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the thing. All right. Well. Crap. I suppose since you're telling me, I guess I'll be a little bit more open and tell you to at least keep. Most people wouldn't be able to recognize the system, so you're fine to be using it openly. You know, not everybody's somebody who worked on a machine like this.
It was an extreme situation. If I hadn't done it, I think we would have suffered more casualties.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not shaming you or anything for it. I'm saying that, like, I doubt you're ever going to run into somebody else who's going to recognize this thing. I
think the moment we come into contact with anybody from the Asian conglomerate, they're probably going to know something is up.
Oh, I doubt that.
At least the higher-ups will.
Perhaps. They'll know something is up, but not enough to be able to do anything about it. You see, they didn't make it either. I didn't make the system that's in that Wrath. I didn't make it. They didn't make it.
But they tested it.
Nope. Richter used to be part of the Deep Orbit.
Yeah, but what about the other two pilots?
It's people you should stay away from.
Aren't they dead?
Hopefully.
Because one of those guys was way better than Richter was. So I was like...
I'm well aware. I'll put it this way. If somebody does recognize this system, you should probably run.
I don't like the sound of that.
Think of it like this. I can't get into details, but think of it like this. This thing, Wrath, was not built. It was built by, let's say, something akin to a mercenary group.
Let me guess, there's 7 of them.
No.
Oh, I was going to say, it's pretty obvious what with, what with the namesake. But okay, I don't know.
Wrath is a one of a kind.
For now.
Because they deemed it a failure.
So I mass-produced this thing.
Good luck with that. Even I can't duplicate that thing.
It could duplicate itself.
To a limited degree.
Yeah.
To be able to get it to actually do...
Yeah. But you don't want the big version mass-produced. You want the small version mass-produced. The big version, you'd be shooting yourself in the foot. It doesn't make you special anymore.
Fair enough. I like that thinking.
Thank you. I am an engineer, after all.
Fair enough.
Chief engineer.
The
Crusader Wolves.
I remember when you said last time.
On account of the actual one stepping down.
I also remember you saying that last time.
Literally, you just bumblefucked my way to the position. All right. Well,
Shit happens. Sometimes you end up in the top position. Just got to go with it.
Despite your secretive nature, I appreciate... No, I don't. You basically told me nothing. I don't know why I'm being formal.
I ain't one for secrets. I ain't one for being formal either. Tell me to fuck off if you like. I ain't gonna hold it against you.
I feel like you're jerking me around. I don't know why, though. That's the problem. I don't mind being jerked around. I just need to know why.
Look, I'd really like to tell you more.
Can you at least tell
me?
me?
If you want to know why.
Can you at least tell me?
If you want to know why,
I care more about
the people behind. The people behind this program are pretty dangerous people.
How many of them are there?
Last I heard, there was 3.
Oh, probably Richter and the 2 other pilots, right?
Nope.
Fuck.
Nope. The 2 other pilots. Well, one of those 2, yes. The other one, complicated, but you wouldn't have to worry about him.
Is it your son?
No.
Damn.
God, no. I wish he was a better pilot, but he's...
What are you talking about? Your son's a hero.
Yeah.
They put him in a museum. I think you mistook... I think you thought I said your grandson.
Yeah, I did. I'll be honest, nobody ever brings up dance around me.
Well,
so
I would apologize, but from what I saw in that museum, he's cool. I don't see why you wouldn't bring him up. I mean, I know you're grieving and all that stuff, but like, still.
Nah,
kind of
I'm already over it.
You know?
I'm already over it. You're right. I don't know. Way too many people think I'm... He actually like flexes like, do I look like a sensitive motherfucker to you?
Yes. Yes, you do. The people who pretend to not be sensitive are usually the most sensitive.
I guess I ain't got nothing to say to that one.
Gotcha. I mean, I'm probably not going to use it anyway. Not as often. Not until I find a better power source. Which was why I approached you about the power source idea in the first place, because this thing burns out a fucking power core after, like, less than 5 minutes.
Yeah,
It's do or die. I thought I could circumvent it by only using it for a minute. Or 3 minutes, technically, I think I used it.
Yeah, once the system's active, it won't shut down until it burns itself out. It's kind of one of the flaws that I could never figure out. Also, one of the reasons why it was probably deemed a failure. He actually walks over to some blueprints. I do have something I am working on. It does actually involve a new power source. So at some point, I'll probably, if you guys would like to help me test it out, that would be appreciated. Maybe I can get something better working for this thing.
Sure.
There's... Yeah, no, there's... I got a lot of shit to do still, but while we're here, at some point, I'll probably have you guys do a little test with it, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Either that or whenever we get back to the colony. Kind of depends.
I'll test anything out. I don't mind.
as far as that thing goes, I mean, shit. Like, you can probably get the impression I ain't gonna tell anybody else about it. So, um, the you ain't gotta worry about Richter as one of the three that I mentioned. You gotta worry about him as just
Him.
kind of a nut job. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I killed his brother though. So I know he's gonna come after us at some point.
yeah, probably.
And I stole his mobile suit. Technically, he abandoned it, but you know, still.
Yeah, that sounds about like him. Well, I won't keep you anymore. I just needed to. I felt like I needed to say something. I don't want you to like. I don't want you all to be like in the middle of a fight or something, and then one of those people ends up killing you all because of this shit.
That's fair, I guess. All right. Well, good talk, I guess.
Yeah. Whatever this talk was fucking worth.
Well, on the plus side, Elle walks over to the knife and picks it up. I guess I don't have to kill you then. She puts the knife back in her back.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Not that I could have.
I'm sure you would have been able to do it.
Hey, I totally could. You know, give me like a couple years to train in hand-to-hand combat. I could take you. Meet me on the range. That's what I say.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm sure you'll kick my ass there.
I'm a crack shot. I'm really good at sniping in person. I'm really bad at sniping in a mobile suit. It's not the same.
Nah, it ain't. Not everybody can get used to the targeting.
I can't feel the wind. Just not a fan of beam weapons, you know? Prefer ballistic rounds.
You know, I get that one. I actually get that one. That's why I got them to let me develop that railgun.
It's awesome. I like the Gatling guns on the custom. I just wish the fire rate wasn't... I mean, the fire rate's fantastic. I wish the accuracy on it was, like, just... better.
Better.
I missed so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I realize that's why there's, like, 3,000 rounds in it.
Yeah. I'll see what I can... if you want, I'll see what I can do about lightening the barrel.
I'm not trying to get it to be super accurate. If it could just be 0 bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. It'll take a little bit of modification. Probably will dump some of the ammo out of it, but I'll get it into a shape that it'll hit a target better.
Yeah, even if you got to cut the ammo down by like 2,000 just so, you know.
Yeah. A large part of the problem is the weight of everything on that Gatling, so...
Alright. Well...
He actually points at the big-ass railgun that's up on the... mounted on the wall. Yeah, kind of like that thing.
Yeah. It's awesome, though.
Yeah. I designed it to fire from fucking orbit. How many times can you say you see something like that?
You know what would be really cool? A mobile armor I could attach to the custom that's just a massive railgun.
he kind of looks around the room and he looks. See, I am totally down for building something like that.
I gotta get super rich like you just so I can build whatever I want.
It does help,
All right. Well, I'm gonna
especially when your boss is the president.
True. I'm gonna go and check on Luna. So.
All right. You take it easy.
You too.
Ugh.
And then she's gonna leave and head to back to Luna's room.
All right.
Luna's hospital room, I should say.
Yeah. Well, you do so. Again, running, the guy with the cart almost runs into you.
Nope.
It's like, oh, sorry.
All good.
Big hurry.
She's gonna head to the room.
All right. Yeah. Will you go into Luna's room?
She's gonna make sure nobody sees her, and she's gonna close the door behind her. Did you catch all that, Luna?
Yeah, that was a lot of banter.
What do you think?
I still feel like there's something he's not telling us.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like there's a lot he's not telling us.
Yeah, to say the least, yeah. But, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Right. I wanted to press him on the thing, but I feel like we just got like through a layer of trust. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Definitely want to get to the bottom of that because I'm interested in what's going on with that little girl, and I'm curious if she needs help or not. Like, is she there against her will?
or is she there helping?
Yeah. So, in time, I'm sure they'll let us in little by little into their inner circle of trust.
And then
At least we can hope.
And then we stab in the back, right?
Oh, yeah. We steal all their tech.
Can you imagine? We'd be rich beyond
Yeah. Honestly.
though he is like employed by the president of Deep Orbit, so I don't know if he'll be able to return to Deep Orbit if we do something that bad.
Hey, maybe we can convince him to work for us.
Maybe.
So what's the plan from now?
Rest, recharge, have our mobile suits rebuilt, which I think they're actually done already.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, how are they looking?
They look good when I went into the lab.
Good. I should probably be in fighting spirits in like another day or two.
Okay. And then we got to talk to Judge, and then probably go see Simmons, and then after that, I don't know. I know Judge is gathering information. He said last night he said he had to make some calls.
Right. Well, we should see if we can get some info on any sort of like funeral services for Grimes.
Yeah.
And we'll attend that and pay our respects.
For sure.
Other than that, I think we just kind of chill for the next day or so.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good.
Maybe tonight we can try using the spider drone again. See if we can get in one of the off-limit areas.
Right, yeah. See if we can get a more up-to-date kind of look at what's going on in there. Because did what's his name mention how long ago it was that he had seen that like experiment going on? I don't remember.
I don't think he told us. He just saw it at some point.
Yeah. So we don't know if this was recently or.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How's Mika holding up?
She needed help getting here yesterday. I haven't seen her today.
Hopefully she heals up pretty soon too.
Yeah,
We could use her.
apparently healing organs is easier than healing bone.
Science, I guess. I don't know.
Sounds like some
I'm not a
nerd
doctor.
shit.
I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
I'm an engineer. I know the skeleton of a mech, not so much the skeleton of a people.
Of a people. All right. Well, I'm gonna probably get some more rest. Let me know if you hear anything about Grimes.
I will make some inquiries. And then she leaves.
All right. And it is time. This is about the time you said you wanted to get off, right?
Yep, I'm gonna end the recording now.